Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video here on Ondo. Wanted to do a full update on the current situation. We'll zoom out. We'll take a look at the high time frame here, what the possibilities are, and then we'll also zoom in. It will mostly be technical. I mean, if you go to the fundamentals right now, so then I'm mostly talking about the TVL. Not much going on. Obviously on Sunday we had that whole drama with Mantra, or Ohm, as some of you might know that. Which was a different RWA project. I thought a little bit about whether that has an effect on other RWA projects, but it doesn't seem to be the case. I mean, for example, PolyX also still rallied over the last couple of days, and it's gaining quite a lot of volume. So I don't think it matters too much. The stable TVL confirms that for Ondo at least, so there's not much we need to talk about regarding that. I still like Ondo fundamentally. I've always liked Ondo fundamentally since the start. I first bought it at like 22 cents. So yeah, but like I said, there's more interesting things with the technicals, especially with the time that's ahead. All right, because what we're seeing right now. For Ondo is that the volume since Saturday has been decreasing. We'll get back to that a little bit later when we're zooming in, because I do think that's relevant. But in general, the volume in the markets is also decreasing because today it's Good Friday, all right? And we're entering Easter weekend. So what that means is that volume will continue to decrease, not only over the course of today, but also tomorrow and Sunday. All right, so that means that volatility is possible, and that means, I think, for Ondo, that some opportunities are coming. Because Ondo itself is stable, all right? It's in line with the markets, maybe even more stable than the markets, because if you take a look at Bitcoin, since the 10th of March, it's been relatively unstable at times. And Ondo, since the 11th of March, has been consolidating here in this balance area, let's say between 78 cents at the bottom, and then this level at 90 cents at the top. And in that area, we found balance, right? So the price is moving up and down in that level. We hit the top of that level right here, also after some good news right here with the Binance listing, of course, which ultimately is a great thing. But now we've been dropping down, and for that I do want to zoom in a bit. Like I said, the volume has already been dropping down since Saturday, and that is not something that is in line with the markets. That's specifically for Ondo. You can see very, very clearly already with this first move right here. Like, this move was already a bearish divergence, so that was a top confirmation. Since then we've been losing open interest and volume. So yeah, that's not great. And then technically what you can see is that you basically have an entire high volume node, both at the area which we are at right now, so we're finding balance right here, but we have already dropped down below this high volume node right here, around 87 cents. So within the range, in combination with the loss of momentum, that's relatively bearish, all right? And that in combination, that I don't see any major reason right now for Bitcoin to believe we're going to get a bullish breakout. Obviously, it's always a possibility, but I don't see any reason right now. And if I do see a reason, I'll be the first to update you on Ondo. But for now, I'd say it's most likely that we'll remain in this balance right here. Maybe we'll grab some liquidity at the balance here to the top, but that we will drop down to the bottom of the range right here, around 78 cents. And that is also where the main opportunity comes in my opinion. I'm trying to keep this video short and concise. So this is generally what I expect, but due to the low volume and low liquidity over the course of the next couple of days, I think a move into this level right here at 75 cents is possible. Where we still, by the way, and that's also why I think it's interesting, we still have some imbalances left there, right? So you can see the fair value gap goes all the way down there, but we also have some single prints at 76 and 75.5 cents. All right, so at this point in time, due to the stability of Ondo, I don't think it's most likely we'll drop down there. I think it's more likely we'll just hold our main support, consolidate from there, and then eventually get back up to the top of the range. But it is a level you need to keep your eyes on. And if we do drop down into that, and there's no other fundamental news that's crashing the markets, I think that's an awesome opportunity. All right, so that's this level right here, right? So that's a fair bit lower than the value area low. So keep your eyes on that. But that is ultimately what I expect from Ondo. So if you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.